Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forza Mentality. In today's video we're going to be talking about some very interesting games that are going to be happening this weekend in the Serie A. Some of them are going to be determining teams winning the Scudetto and some of them are going to be determining teams getting relegated. So with that being said, let's get right to it. To start off with, Roma are going to be looking to bounce back from their 2-0 loss against Fiorentina by playing Venezia this weekend on Saturday at 2:45 Eastern. And this is an important game because Venezia are looking to not get relegated this season. They currently sit in last place with 25 points, with Genoa ahead of them with 28 points, Calgary next with 29 points, and Salernitana next with 30 points. And leading into the next game, Napoli versus Genoa. As mentioned before, Genoa are also in that relegation talk, with being in 19th place with 28 points. And then Milan and Atalanta play, and this is a very interesting game because Milan need to win this game. They can either win or tie these next two games. They must not lose. If they lose, they could risk missing out on the Scudetto, and this could put the Scudetto in Inter's hands. But Milan will be playing as for Scudetto, as I just mentioned, and Atalanta will be playing to try to keep that Europa League spot. Now, this is an interesting matchup because Atalanta have been struggling in form, but are still considered a very good team. But Milan seem to do better against teams that are in the top six, so this looks likely in Milan's hands in this case. But Inter this weekend will also be playing Calgary, as mentioned before. Calgary are also battling relegation, but Inter are also playing for a Scudetto, which they're in a position now that they cannot afford to lose or draw. They could only win, because if they do not, it's almost going to guarantee that Milan win the Scudetto. Now, right now the Scudetto's in Milan's hands, obviously, and this is why Inter must win out all these games. But it's going to be an interesting matchup because Calgary do have something to fight for. They're going to look to avoid relegation, and they're right behind Salernitana, with Salernitana having 30 points and Calgary having 29 points. Now, Inter are also flying with confidence right now because they just won the Coppa Italia against Juventus 4-2. But it's also interesting because it went to overtime, so players could be tired. But still, they're going to be flying with confidence in a game where there was some controversy, but also in a game where Perisic was incredible. Perisic has been incredible and has come up big so many times for Inter this season, almost as much as Brozovic. I feel that Brozovic is more of the backbone of this Inter team, but Brozovic, Perisic, Skriniar have been incredible for Inter this season and have been their most important players. But we will see what will happen. This is a very interesting scenario. I don't remember the last time the Serie A was this entertaining, this competitive, not just for the Scudetto race, but also for the teams avoiding relegation. Right now, it's a 4-team race to avoid relegation, as I mentioned before. And it's going to be a very exciting weekend of football, and I cannot wait. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, who you guys think is going to win the Scudetto, what you think the results are going to be from this weekend. But right now, I still think that Milan are going to win the Scudetto. I think the favor is in their hands. They are playing harder teams, Atalanta, Sassuolo, and both teams which Milan are known for struggling against. But Milan seem to rise above when it comes to the odds being put against them, and when they have tougher opponents. But Inter, on the other hand, have a much easier last two games with Calgary and Sampdoria. But I feel like that Calgary game is going to be very interesting because, again, Calgary have something to fight for. They're not going to want to look to get relegated. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys soon. I will be posting probably next week again. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And lastly, always remember to keep that Forza mentality.